Every day begins with a need to move with purpose, to shop without stress, to send without fear, to pay without delay. For every rider chasing time, for every home that needs restocking, for every voice that needs connection, for every dream that needs delivery. Now, one app brings it all together.
Supercab, move smart, ride safe, supermarket, groceries, gadgets, everything. Supercash, airtime, bills, transfers, done. Super logistics, fast, secure, right to your door.
It's more than an app. It's your movement, your market, your money, your connection, all in one place. Supergo, one app for services endless. Download Supergo today. Live free, live fast, live smart.
No time to shop, no stress. With Supergo, your groceries comes to you. Partner with trusted vendors, verified stores, no delay, no excuses, just values. Supergo Supermarket, your market now in your hands. With Supergo, your ride is comfortable, easy, and convenient. Supergo is more than an app. It's a movement. Moving people, powering threats, delivering value.
I am Moses Peter, and this is news at 9 p.m. on Som TV. Tonight, we come to you live from the city of Jalingo, Taraba State. Stay connected with us and follow the journey on Facebook at Som TV and YouTube at Som TV Live. As we bring the nation's pulse straight to your screen, here are tonight's major headlines. Defense Minister General Christopher Musa warns 2026 will no longer be business as usual for terrorists as Nigerian armed forces intensify operations nationwide. President Bola Tinubu intervenes in Rivers State feud, summoning FCT Minister Nyesom Wike to Dubai. Osun government rejects inflated ghost worker claims as it affirms transparency and proper public fund management. On international news, UN reports 53 Congolese refugees die in Burundi amid cholera, malnutrition, and fleeing conflicts. On to business news, Nigeria's stock market projected for 40.9% return in 2026, driven by banking, ICT, Dangote listing, and domestic liquidity. On entertainment news, All Africa Music Awards night edition in Lagos boosts tourism, cultural exchange, and positions Nigeria as a creative hub. Lastly, on sport news, Bua Group Chairman Abdul Samad Rabiu pledges $1.5 million in cash rewards for Nigeria's Super Eagles if they win 2025 AFCON. Now the news in full. Defense Minister General Christopher Musa warned that 2026 will no longer be business as usual for terrorists as Nigerian armed forces intensify operations nationwide. Speaking at the Armed Forces Celebration and Remembrance Day golf tournament in Abuja, Musa urged Nigerians to provide timely intelligence and commended families of fallen soldiers. Similarly, Chief of Defense Staff General Olufemi Oluyede called for stronger public operations to strengthen national security across the country. Meanwhile, the headquarters of 13th Brigade Nigerian Army and the Amphibious Training School hosted the combined West African social activities. Special guest of honor, Brigadier General Ukagu, retired, praised the event for fostering comradeship. Brigadier Generals P.O. Alimi Kehenna and E. Ezenda emphasized its role in boosting teamwork, morale, and operational readiness. Soldiers were honored for outstanding service, while cultural displays, competitions, and performances highlighted Nigeria's rich heritage and military traditions. Subsequently, President Bola Tinubu intervened in the escalating feud between Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara and FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. Sources revealed Tinubu summoned Wike for a meeting in Dubai to address tensions arising from impeachment proceedings against Fubara and Deputy Professor Ngozi Odu. Political leaders and commentators have called for dialogue to restore peace, emphasizing the importance of reconciliation, stability, and constructive governance in the oil-rich state. Furthermore, Governor Fubara returned to Port Harcourt after a week abroad and attended the 2026 Armed Forces Celebration and Remembrance Day church service at St. Cyprian's Anglican Church. The visit comes amid political tension as 26 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly served impeachment notices citing gross misconduct, including extra budgetary spending and refusal to implement financial autonomy. The governor reiterated commitment to governance while church leaders and attendees emphasized peace and accountability. Additionally, the Rivers State House of Assembly reviewed attempts by some individuals to secure ex parte court orders from High Court outside Port Harcourt to halt impeachment proceedings. The House stated such actions violate constitutional provisions restricting judicial interference in impeachment matters. Officials were urged to respond to the allegations as the Assembly affirmed its commitment to due process, legal compliance, and safeguarding democratic principles while ensuring ongoing scrutiny of state governance. Moreover, the Pan-Nigerian Niger Delta Forum called for restraint following the political tensions in Rivers State. A high-level reconciliation committee chaired by former Attorney General Kanu Agabi San was announced. PANDEF leaders including Alfred Dete Spiff, Obong Victor Atta, and God knows Igali stressed dialogue, tolerance, and prioritizing governance and development. They urged stakeholders to avoid actions undermining democracy, emphasizing collaboration, peaceful resolutions, and attention to citizens' welfare throughout the state. Turning to Plateau, the state chapter of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, urged Nigerians to resist a drift toward a one-party system. At a stakeholders' engagement in Jos, former Governor Jonah Jang emphasized that mandates belong to the people, not individuals, and criticized attempts to undermine party structures. PDP leaders committed to reconciliation, improved communication, grassroots mobilization, and inclusion of women, youths, and marginalized groups, reinforcing multi-party democracy in Plateau State and safeguarding internal cohesion. Meanwhile, in Osun, the government rejected claims by Sali Tibot Limited that 8,452 ghost workers were uncovered in a staff audit. Authorities insisted the consultancy inflated figures to increase its fees. Verification revealed 8,015 active staff and 5,830 retirees, leaving only 1,316 genuinely unverified. The government stated it would pay 48.74 million naira as agreed for verified savings, dismissing inflated claims while highlighting transparency, accountability, and proper management of public funds in state human resources. Similarly, SERAP filed a lawsuit against INEC for failing to account for 55.9 billion naira allocated for 2019 election materials. The Federal High Court case seeks disclosure of contractors, recovery of misappropriated funds, and enforcement of transparency. SERAP warned that continued negligence could compromise future elections, emphasizing accountability, clean governance, and rule of law in Nigeria's electoral process, while urging the Commission to adhere strictly to constitutional requirements and maintain public trust in democratic systems. Additionally, FCT police arrested 3 suspects linked to the murder of lawyer barrister Chigbo Princess Nwamaka media tricks by a notorious one-chance robbery syndicate. Acting on digital intelligence, the Scorpion Squad tracked her stolen phone and apprehended suspects in Dede, Dakwa, and Dantata communities. Weapons and tools used in the crime were recovered and investigations continue. Authorities called for public cooperation to apprehend accomplices and ensure justice in the capital's criminal investigations. Moving on to Jigawa, police arrested 3 suspects allegedly involved in the armed robbery and financial fraud in Sundumina district, Birnin Kudu. Joint operations by the police, army, DSS, NSCDC, and local vigilantes yielded firearms, motorcycles, machetes, counterfeit currency, and 289,620 naira. The suspects remain in custody while investigations continue. Police urged residents to cooperate with authorities, emphasizing vigilance, community support, and adherence to legal processes to curb financial crime and enhance public security in the state. Meanwhile, Oyo State Police arrested 11 suspects linked to kidnapping and murder, rescuing 3 adopted minors through intelligence-led operations. 2 boys were recovered in Iwere Ile, while 7 suspects faced murder charges in Etisbo local government area. Weapons and cash were recovered and all suspects confessed. Investigations continue under the State Criminal Investigation Department. Police highlighted community collaboration, strengthened intelligence, and continued vigilance as critical to protecting citizens and combating violent crime across Oyo State. Turning to Ogun State, a gas explosion at the Guangdong Free Trade Zone in Igbesa, Ado, Odo, and Ota local government area triggered panic among workers and nearby residents. The blast, reportedly from a mattress producing company's gas cylinder, sent thick smoke over student residences and damaged adjacent buildings. Emergency teams and police quickly contained the fire, restoring normalcy. Authorities urged caution, safety, compliance, and proper industrial practices to prevent future incidents, emphasizing public safety and risk management in the industrial hub. In Adamawa, Armed Forces Remembrance Day was marked at All Saints Protestant Church, 23 Armored Brigade Yola, with interdenominational services. Military personnel, officials, and families attended, with Governor Amadu Umaru Fintiri, represented by Chief of Staff Dr. Edgar Amos. Hymns, prayers, and reflections honored fallen soldiers and reinforced troop morale. Brigade leadership reaffirmed commitment to defending Nigeria's territorial integrity, emphasizing collaboration, national pride, and the importance of recognizing sacrifices in the ongoing fight for peace and security. Meanwhile, Abdullahi Fodio University Aliero conferred an honorary Doctor of Science degree on Zamfara Governor Dauda Lawal during its maiden convocation in Kebbi. The award recognized his contributions to education, health, infrastructure, economic reforms, and workers' welfare. Vice Chancellor Professor Bagudu Danshehu highlighted the university's 7,221 undergraduate and 669 postgraduate students. Governor Lawal described the honor as motivation to continue developmental initiatives, fostering education and regional growth across the northwestern states. Security operatives in Kogi rescued 2 of 4 people adopted in Zango Daji, Adavi local government area, including a woman over 70 and a child. Victims were recovered during early morning operations, with authorities continuing searches for the remaining captives. Residents were urged to assist security forces and remain vigilant. Police, army, and vigilante collaboration underscores community-based strategies in combating adoption, ensuring public safety, and strengthening citizens' confidence in law enforcement across the state. Meanwhile, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu commended the 81 Division of the Nigerian Army for maintaining peace and security. During the combined 2025 West African social activities at T.E. Lagbaja Cantonment Ikeja, the governor, represented by Chief of Staff Mr. Toyin Akimade Aide, highlighted government support for troops. WASE promotes camaraderie, morale, and unity among military personnel and families. The governor emphasized the importance of continuous collaboration between security agencies and the public for lasting peace. In Benue State, the executive chairman of Makurdi local government area, Joseph Kefi, praised security agencies for the prompt rescue of 6 adopted residents in Ato village and Adem Bar Council Ward. Victims were freed through coordinated operations by police, DSS, civilian joint task force, and community leaders. 2 suspects were arrested. Kefi urged youth to reject crime and residents to remain vigilant. The action highlights the significance of collaboration between authorities and citizens for community safety. Additionally, the Ondo State Police Command arrested 25 suspected cultists during a crackdown on the Neo Black movement. Suspects from Ondo, Osun, Lagos, and Edo states were apprehended at Uso on January 8, 2026. Vehicles and motorcycles used in criminal activities were recovered, while Commissioner of Police Adebowale Lawal reaffirmed commitment to combating cultism. Residents were urged to resist joining criminal networks, emphasizing proactive security enforcement and youth engagement against violence. Meanwhile, Edo State government assured residents of safety, highlighting ongoing security measures and interagency collaboration. Governor Monday Okpeholo, through Chief Press Secretary Dr. Patrick Ebojele, emphasized modern intelligence systems and warned against exploiting public fears. Authorities promised to track criminals and their sponsors, encouraging resident cooperation to strengthen public safety and maintain social order in the state. Furthermore, in Borno, a video emerged showing 2 men adopted by Boko Haram and ISWA pleading for urgent help. One is ex-vice chairman of Biu local government area, Honorable Hassan Biu Miringa. Kidnapped on December 17, 2025, the captives reported that their adopters demand $150,000 each for release. They appealed to government officials and community leaders for intervention, stressing their immediate danger. No official response has been issued, highlighting ongoing security challenges in northeastern Nigeria. And finally, in Anambra State, Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo commissioned a 5-kilometer road in Ezini Fite Aguata local government area constructed by private citizen Chief Anthony Obele via a public-private community partnership. The project aims to improve transportation, empower residents, and boost commerce. Governor Soludo described it as a model for sustainable development, emphasizing collaboration among governments, private individuals, and communities, encouraging indigenes to invest locally while demonstrating the benefits of innovative partnerships for infrastructure and economic growth. We are now taking a short commercial break. When we come back, the news continues. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Every day begins with a need to move with purpose, to shop without stress, to send without fear, to pay without delay. For every rider chasing time, for every home that needs restocking, for every voice that needs connection, for every dream that needs delivery. Now, one app brings it all together.
Supercab, move smart, ride safe, supermarket, groceries, gadgets, everything. Super cash, airtime, bills, transfers, done. Super logistics, fast, secure, right to your door.
It's more than an app. It's your movement, your market, your money, your connection, all in one place. Supergo, one app for services endless. Download Supergo today. Live free, live fast, live smart.
No time to shop, no stress. With Supergo, your groceries comes to you. We partner with trusted vendors, verified stores, no delay, no excuses, just values. Supergo Supermarket, your market now in your hands. With Supergo, your ride is comfortable, easy, and convenient. Supergo is more than an app. It's a movement, moving people, powering threats, delivering value.
We are glad you're still there with us. Now moving on to international news. The United Nations reports that 53 Congolese refugees have died in Burundi while fleeing conflict in eastern DRC. 25 died from a cholera outbreak, 6 from anemia and malnutrition-related complications, while others remain under investigation. Over 100,000 Congolese have sought refuge since fighting intensed near Uvira in December. The UN is coordinating with Burundi's health ministry and humanitarian partners, while DRC authorities provide food, medicine, and aid to displaced citizens. US President Donald Trump is said to be briefed Tuesday by senior officials on potential responses to ongoing protests in Iran, including military strikes, cyber operations, sanctions, and support for anti-government groups, the Wall Street Journal reported. The White House declined to comment. Trump was warned of possible intervention posted on social media, emphasizing U.S. readiness to support freedom in Iran. Reuters could not immediately verify the reports. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi expressed Beijing's support for Somalia's sovereignty and territorial integrity during a phone call with his Somali counterpart, Reuters reports. Wang opposed Somaliland's collusion with Taiwan authorities seeking independence. His planned visit to Somalia, part of an African tour including Ethiopia, Tanzania, and Lesotho, was postponed due to a schedule change. The call underscores China's ongoing diplomatic engagement in Africa and its stance on regional separatist movement. On business news, Nigeria's stock market is expected to maintain a positive trajectory in 2026, driven by strong liquidity and resilient sectors such as banking and information communication technology, ICT. Analysts project a 40.9% return for the year, supported by macro reform-led rebounds and domestic developments, including the Dangote petrochemical listing. Market capitalization opened above 100 trillion naira, while stakeholders emphasize the role of improved earnings, new listings, pension fund contributions, and pre-election liquidity in sustaining growth and investor confidence. Levin Energy Development Limited is set to acquire a 30% stake in Azela Limited, supported by a $64 million financing facility from African Export-Import Bank, Afrexim Bank, through Blue Core Gas Infraco Limited. The investment expands Levin Energy's focus from oil trading to gas infrastructure, providing exposure to Nigeria's midstream and downstream gas sectors. The move aligns with regional energy transition goals, strengthens energy security and underscores Levin Energy's strategic shift toward integrated infrastructure-backed and sustainable energy operations across West Africa. On entertainment news, the All Africa Music Awards, AFRIMA, established in 2014 with the African Union Commission, continues to boost Nigeria's tourism and cultural profile. The 9th edition, held in Lagos from January 7 to 11, 2026, attracted over 1,200 artists, delegates, and production professionals, generating hotel bookings, restaurant patronage, and entertainment demand. AFRIMA promotes African music globally, fosters cross-continental collaboration, and positions Nigeria as a vibrant destination for cultural tourism and international events. Recycling Matters 2, a group exhibition at Alexis Gallery, Lagos, opens February 7, 2026, showcasing how discarded materials, rubber, scrap metal, fabrics, and old footwear are transformed into art. 4 Nigerian artists explored sustainability, cultural heritage, and social commentary during a residency, creating sculptural and mixed media works. Supported by the McLean, the exhibition highlights environmental awareness, innovation, and Nigeria's creative resilience, inviting audiences to rethink the value and potential of everyday discarded materials. On sport news, Abdulsamad Rabiu, chairman of BUA Group, has pledged $1.5 million in cash rewards for Nigeria's Super Eagles if they win the 2025 Total Energies Confederation of African Football Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. The announcement follows Nigeria's 2-0 quarter-final win over Algeria. Rabiu promised $500,000 for a semi-final victory, plus $50,000 per goal and $1 million for the final victory, with $100,000 per goal. Nigeria will face Morocco in the semi-final. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, has congratulated Nigeria Super Eagles for their 2-0 victory over Algeria, praising the team's discipline, tactical brilliance, and composure. In a statement signed by National Chairman Kabiru Tanimu Turaki San, the party lauded both players and coaches for their preparation, resilience, and strategic competence, describing the performance as confidence-boosting and a reflection of Nigeria's football potential. Turaki expressed hope that the team will sustain momentum and lift the Continental Trophy. And that is where we draw the curtain on tonight's news on Some TV. From all of us on Some TV, we are wishing you a good night's rest. I am Moses Peter. Good evening.
Do you want to score 280 and above in JAMB? At Taraba Business School, we can make your dream come through. Register now for our JAMB and CBT training. Intensive JAMB and WACE coaching classes with experienced teachers is ongoing. You will also be trained on computer-based training, CBT. Visit Taraba Business School today. We are located opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. You can call the following numbers for inquiries: 080 602 69140, 070 634 28464, 080 606 60861.